November just flipped the script on Greater Victoria's real estate market. Sales didn't just cool off, they fell almost 27% from last month. And while that sounds dramatic, the story underneath the numbers is a lot more interesting and a lot more important if you're thinking about making a move in 2026. Today, we're breaking down exactly what shifted in November, how the recent interest rate cut played into buyer behavior, and what to watch for with the December rate announcement. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Alex Hughes with the North Pacific Homes Group here in Victoria, and every month we break down the latest VREB market stats so you can navigate Greater Victoria real estate with confidence. Getting into the November numbers and how interest rates shaped the month, headline number this month, 451 properties sold. That's 27% fewer sales than October, 18.1% fewer than November of last year. Now, this is one of the most significant month-to-month declines we've seen this year. To break it down a little further, single-family homes had 241, which was 8.4% less year over year. Condos, 119 sales, which was 36% less year over year. Now, despite the Bank of Canada cutting rates earlier this fall, buyers approached November with caution and not urgency. The cut helped sentiment, but it wasn't enough to overcome seasonal slowdowns and affordability constraints. At least not yet. We ended November with 3,152 active listings. That's 7.9% fewer listings than October, but 11% more than last November. So while inventory eased heading into the holidays, which is typical, the market still offered more choice than last year. Even with the interest rate cut, many sellers stayed patient and waited for spring 2026 positioning. Now, for the Victoria core, the single-family benchmark came in at 1,276,000, which was down 2.8% year over year. The condo benchmark came in at 553,000, was actually up 2% from November 2024. Now, this divergence tells us that the detached market is seeing mild downward pressure, but condos are remaining stable, likely supported by entry-level and downsizer demand, along with investors watching the rate environment. The VREB chair summed November up by saying buyers had plenty of options and time to decide. Now, that's the hallmark of a balanced to slightly buyer-friendly market. Now, if you are a buyer, you're going to have more negotiating room, slower pace, less competition, and better due diligence conditions. Now, if you are a seller, pricing strategy is everything. Staging and presentation matter more than ever, and properly priced homes still moved. Overpricing will add weeks to your timeline, and combine this with a recent rate cut, and many buyers are beginning to prep for 2026 rather than diving into late 2025. To talk about interest rates, because they absolutely shaped November. The Bank of Canada cut its policy rate earlier this fall, easing some pressure on variable rate holders and giving fixed rates a bit of downward momentum. But here's the key. Buyers didn't immediately rush back into the market. Instead, they took a wait and let's see approach, likely holding out to see if more cuts are coming. Now, what about December? The December announcement is approaching, and here's the clearest and most neutral outlook. Analysts expect the Bank of Canada to either hold rates steady or deliver a very small additional cut if inflation softens further. Nothing majorly dramatic, but enough to keep sentiment improving as we head into early 2026. Either outcome would support a more attractive spring market. If we're looking at zooming out, we anticipate a strong spring, stable summer, and a softer fall. A November slowdown amplified by seasonality and cautious buyer psychology. This sets the stage for a potentially stronger spring 2026, especially if rates trend down gradually. Now, if you're planning a move in 2026, whether buying or selling, please reach out. My team and I can walk you through the neighborhood trends, interest rate impacts, and strategy for timing the market. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next month's update. If you did enjoy this video, please give us a like. It helps us out immensely. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. It makes us feel like we're actually getting out content that you do enjoy. And as always, my contact info will be down below, and never hesitate to reach out.